Hi guys! If you would like to see this look, then keep watching. Okay, I'm going to start off by spraying my face with my rose water, and then I'm going to prime my face with NYX Angelville Primer. And then I'm going to start off by brushing up my eyebrows using this eyebrow pencil I got in Korea a while back. And I'm just brushing through them, and as you can see, I don't really have a tail for my eyebrows, so I'm just filling in the sparse areas and my tail, and I have a cut on that other eyebrow, so I had to fill that in. So I'm just filling in that tail. I'm going to continue to fill in the sparse areas in my brows. Let me know if you guys want an in-depth eyebrow tutorial. And so now I'm just using my LA Pro concealer in the shade Fawn to clean up my eyebrows. I really like the fact that this concealer has like a little brush attached to it, so sometimes you don't have to pull out another brush. You could just use the actual concealer. But I used a brush, and that's a brush from BH Cosmetics, I think, and I just use that to clean up my brows and blend it out because you want your face to blend. And here I use this trick. I use mascara to brush up my brows and keep them in place. I don't use a brow gel. I could use a brow gel, but I just feel like that's one unnecessary thing you need to buy. Okay, so I'm using MAC concealer, Pro Concealer, I think it is, in the shade NC45. And I'm just going to put that underneath my eyes to conceal. I'm going to put it in the middle of my forehead, down my nose, on the sides, reverse contouring, and on my chin and above my lip and the sides of my nose. And then I'm going to put my LA Pro concealer in the shade Fawn on top of that just to warm it up and darken it a little bit because the NC45 is a tad bit too light. And I'm going to wet my no name brand beauty blender with my rose water and proceed to blend that out. And as you can see, it kind of blends, but it gets harder to blend with once the concealer dries, so just be mindful of that and be mindful to blend out your concealer before it dries because it's really hard to blend it out after that. But I'm not too concerned. I'm going to use this Iman Cosmetics stick foundation, and I don't know what shade I am in. It's in the shade 3, Earth, I think it's called Earth. And I'm just blending that on top of the highlight that I did so that it all blends together. And it tones it down. And I spray my face again so that's easier to blend everything out. And I just blend everything in with my beauty blender again. Or not my beauty blender, but a beauty sponge, I should say. And I just go over everything. I use my Sasha Cosmetics buttercup powder, and I'm just using that powder to set under my eyes and on top of my eyes to prepare me for my eyeshadow. I just put it under my chin. I also put it underneath where I would contour to do reverse contouring. And then I'm using this Iman face powder in the shade Earth 3 as well. And I use that to go over everything. And I like to make sure that everything is nice and blended together. That's my thing. And I'm using this bronzer by Iman as well. and the color is Afterglow. And I use this bronzer, and I use this BH Cosmetic brush, and I make the number 3 around my face. So as you can see, like, I'm going over my forehead, underneath my jawbone, and underneath my jawbone. And I'm using this Milani blush in Coral Cove. And I'm just adding slightly a little bit to my cheeks to add some color, just a little bit. And I'm curling my lashes before I put mascara on them. I like to curl them. And I'm using this Forever 21 palette, and yeah, it just says eyeshadow palette, and it has a lot of neutrals. I'm just using the darkest brown in that palette, and I'm using this Morphe brush to blend it out. I zoomed in so you guys can get a better view of it, and I'm just blending it out. I'm using that as my transition color on my entire lid. I continue to blend. Blend. I'm using that brown. It has speckles in it, that brown shade with glitter in it, and I'm also using that. And I'm cleaning up underneath my eyebrow because I saw that I needed to clean it up a little bit. And I also forgot to mention that I add bronzer to the middle of my nose, and I'm just using a light shade in the inner corner of my eye to bring some light to my eyes. And I'm adding a light shade underneath my eyebrow, so my brow bone. I am now putting mascara on. I do notice that black speck. You just gotta wait for the mascara to dry, and then you can just flick it off. I put some on my bottom lashes, and I put a different kind. I think that's the Volumizer by Maybelline, and the other one was the Lengthener by Maybelline. I'm just waiting for that to dry, and I'm using this eyeshadow shade in this palette as a highlighter. I like to do that from time to time. Put that on my nose, on my jawbone. I'm showing you the glow, guys. I'm showing you the glow. And on the top of my nose, so on top of my lip, on my cubic bow, and on my forehead. And now I'm flicking off that mascara. And I'm using the ColourPop lip liner in the color BFF, or I think it's Lion King. I'm mistaken. It's Lion King. I'm just blending out with my fingers so that way I can put on, I think this is the shade Whirl in MAC. And I liked how that looked, but I wanted it to be a little bit more lighter, a little more nudier. So I use this Milani lip cream in the shade Chrome Addict. It's a beautiful like rose gold color, and as you can see, the metallic in it makes my lips pop and makes it look a little lighter in the center, how I wanted it to. And I just use my finger to blend that out a little bit more. And then I use this lip gloss by NYX, the Butter Gloss, and I just add that on top. And I like how that looks, but I also want to give you guys, and I'm adding more highlight to the sides of my face, on my cheekbone and the inner corner of my eye, and on the bridge of my nose. And I'm spraying my face with my rose water and making a crazy face. And I'm spraying my face again to really melt everything into the skin. And I'm just being silly at this point. Yeah. Showing you that highlight, that glow. And now I'm using a lip liner from ColourPop. You can use any like dark red color, and I'm showing you guys another option that you can do for the summer. 2 options, a nude lip, and I'm also just once again using my finger to blend in. And I'm using this LA Girl matte liquid lipstick. And I like how that looks as well. It's like this orangey bright color. But I'm going to use that Milani Chrome Addict to add more light in the center of my lips so that it can pop more. And I'm going to add this Claire's bronzer. I've had this for years. Don't even ask how long. And I know you're supposed to throw makeup away after a certain amount of time, but it's a Claire's bronzer. I don't even know the shade of it anymore. It's rubbed off. But that's my go-to highlight that I use. So I'm just adding that as well to the top of my jawbone. And that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you liked it. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.